settles on a trail no one tries. Just a heavy iron weight upon my back. I left the town square while the shadows were long, before the choir could start their hollow song. There is a silence that the valley cannot hold, a story in the gravel that remains untold. I do not look for a hand to steady the wheel. I trust the gravity and the way the flint feels. The map is a ghost of a place I once knew. Now the horizon is the only thing true. Standing on the ridge where the cold wind bites, watching the flicker of the distant valley lights. I am the master of the miles I have walked, the one who listens when the mountain has talked. Independence is a sharp and bitter blade, but I will not barter for shade. Standing on the ridge where cold wind bites, watching the flicker of the distant valley lights. I am the master of the miles I have walked, the one who listens when the mountain has talked. Independence is a sharp and bitter blade, but I will not barter for shade. Men trade their freedom for a roof and a fire, feeding the belly of a frantic desire. But I found a richness in the frost on the stone, a different power when you stand quite alone. No tether to pull me and no debt to pay, just a steady, deliberate pace of the day. I do not look for a hand to steady the wheel. I trust gravity and the way the flint feels. The map is a ghost of a place I once knew. Now the horizon is the only thing true. Standing on the ridge where the cold wind bites, watching the flicker of the distant valley lights. I am a master of the miles I have walked, the one who listens when the mountain has called. Independence is a sharp and bitter blade, but I will not barter for shade. Standing on the fence where the cold wind bites, watching the flicker of the distant valley lights. I am a master of the miles I have walked, the one who listens when the mountain has called. Independence is a sharp and bitter blade, but I will not barter for the shade. The dust settles on a trail, no one tracks, just the heavy iron weight upon my back. I left the town square while the shadows were long, before the choir could start their hollow song. There is a silence that the valley cannot hold, a story in the gravel that remains untold. I do not look for a hand to steady the wheel. I trust the gravity and the way the flint feels. The map is a ghost of a place I once knew. Now the horizon is the only thing true. Standing on the ridge where the cold wind bites, watching the flicker of distant valley lights. I am the master of the miles I have walked, the one who listens when the mountain has talked. Independence is a sharp and bitter blade, but I will not barter bottle for the shade. Standing on the ridge where the cold wind bites, watching the flicker of the distant valley lights. I am a master of the miles I have walked, the one who listens when the mountain has talked. Independence is a sharp and bitter blade, what I will not barter for the shade. Men trade their freedom for a roof and a fire, feeding the belly of a frantic desire. But I found a richness in the frost on the stone, a different power when you stand quite alone. No tether to pull me and no debt to pay, just a steady, deliberate place of the day. I do not look for a hand to steady the wheel, I trust the gravity and the way the plan feels. The map is a ghost of a place I once knew. Now the horizon is the only thing true. Standing on the ridge where the cold wind bites, watching the figure of the distant valley lights. I am a master of the miles I have walked, the one who lives when the mountain has stalled. And the engine says a sharp and bitter blade, but I will not barter for the shade. Standing on the ridge where the cold wind bites, watching the figure of a distant valley light. I am a master of the miles I have walked, the one who listens when the mountain has fallen. And the independence is a sharp and bitter blade, but I will not barter for the shade. Ooh. The asphalt cracks beneath my heavy stride, I keep the compass locked deep inside. No room for shadows or a sideways glance, I never left my destiny to chance. The iron in my blood begins to roll, I'm breaking down every locked door. 1,000 voices try to block the way, but I don't hear a single word they say. The mountain bows before my steady hand, I claim the throne upon this jagged land. The blueprint is etched into my soul, I take the lead and I grab control. The thunder starts to tremble in my chest, I never stop and I never rest. The static fades into a silent prayer as I breathe in the cold and biting air. I am a hammer hidden on my nail, the only ship that refused to fail. No turning back and no look behind, the master of a sharp and steel mind. I hold the fire and I own the flame, the world will tremble at the mention of my name. The weak will falter and the tired fall, I stand upright and I stand so tall. My signature is written in the stone, I walk this jagged path all alone. No hesitation in the strike I make, I claim the glory for my own sake. The gravity's pulling out my heels, but I am made of gears and heart and wheels. The horizon is the only line I see, nothing in this life can conquer me. I am the hammer hidden on my nail, the only ship that refused to fail. No turning back and no look behind. The master of the sharp and steel mind. I hold the fire and I own the flame. The world will tremble at the mention of my name. I am the hammer in of a nail, the only ship that refused to fail. No turn back and no look behind. The master of a sharp and steel mind. I hold the fire and I own the flame. The world would tremble at the mention of my name. The asphalt cracks beneath my heavy stride. I keep the compass locked deep inside. No room for shadows or a sideways glance. I never let my destiny to chance. The iron in my blood begins to roar. I'm breaking down every locked door. A thousand voices try to block the way, but I don't hear a single word they say. The mountain bows before my steady hand. I claim the throne upon this jagged land. The blueprint is etched into my soul. I take the lead and I grab control. The thunder starts to tremble in my chest. I never stop and I never rest. The static fades into a silent path as I breathe in the cold and biting air. I am the hammer hidden on the nail, the only ship that refused to fail. No turning back and no look behind. The master of a sharp and steel mind. I hold the fire and I own the flame. The world will tremble at the mention of my name. The weak will falter and the tired fall. I stand upright and I stand so tall. My signature is written in the stone. I walk this jagged path all alone. No hesitation in the strike I make. I claim the glory for my own sake. The gravity is pulling at my heels, but I am made of gears and hardened wheels. The horizon is the only line I see. Nothing in this life can conquer me. I am the hammer hidden on the nail, the only ship that refused to fail. No turning back and no look behind. The caster of a sharp and steel mind. I hold the fire and I own the soul. The world will tremble like the mention of my name. I am the hammer hidden on the nail, the only ship that refused to fail. No turning back and no look behind. The master of a sharp and steel mind. I hold the fire and I hold the flame. The world will tremble at the mention of my name. right through the heavy door. No silver spoons were forged within the furnace of my youth. Just raw and bleeding knuckles and a hunger for the truth. I built the scaffolding with tears stripped from broken dreams, and stitched the tattered banners back along the weary seams. They calculated odds and drew a circle around my name, predicting I would flicker out before I found the flame. But every strike against the flame ignited something deep, a promise made to ancestors that I was bound to keep. The map was blank and brutal, so I carved my own design, until the very summit of this granite peak was mine. Behold the architecture of a kingdom won by hand. The fortress stands defiant on the shifting desert sand. No masters gave the mandate and no kings bestowed the crown. I took the heavy burden up and never put it down. The thunder is the anthem of the battles fought alone. The marrow of the struggle is a mortar for the stone. The vanity of titles cannot match the weight of pride of standing in the wreckage with the ocean as my guide. The critics and the doubters are but shadows in the haze, while I remain the master of these legendary days. The scars upon my palms are now the medals of the march. I walk beneath the shadow of a grand and golden arch. The wind is singing stories of the line and lonely climb, of how a single mortal stood against the tide of time. The valleys I've forgotten in the brilliance of the light. The struggle was the fuel for the fire. The vision pulled the spirit even. Architecture of a kingdom won by hand. The fortress stands defiant on the shifting desert sand. No masters gave the mandate and no kings bestowed the crown. I took the heavy burden up but never put it down. The thunder is the anthem of the battles fought alone. The marrow of the struggle is the mortar for the stone. Architecture of a kingdom won by hand. The fortress stands defiant on the shifting desert sand. No masters gave a mandate and no kings bestowed the crown. I took the heavy burden up and never put it down. The thunder is the anthem of the battles fought alone. The medal of the struggle is the water for the stone.
The dust settles hard upon the jagged limestone floor. I wipe the grime away and push right through the heavy door. No silver spoons were forged within the furnace of my youth. Just raw and bleeding knuckles and a hunger for the truth. I built the scaffolding with timber stripped from broken dreams, and stitched the tattered banners back along the weary seams. They calculated odds and drew a circle around my name, predicting I would flicker out before I found the flame. But every strike against the flame ignited something deep, a promise made to ancestors that I was bound to keep. The map was blank and brutal, so I carved my own of standing in the wreckage with the ocean as my guide. The critics and the doubters are but shadows in the haze, while I remain the master of these legendary days. Stars upon my palms are now the medals of the march. I walk beneath the shadow of a grand and golden arch. The wind is singing stories of the long and lonely climb, of how a single mortal stood against the tide of time. The valleys are forgotten in the brilliance of the light. The struggle was too fuel for the fire. The vision pulled the spirit even higher. The silver spoon is tarnished by the grip, a heavy coat tailored for the fall. I measure every word before the slip, and stand upright against the rising wall. The ledger shows the depths I never sought, but signed in ink as dark as winter rain. A quiet battlefield that pride is fought, and victory is just a subtle stain. I chose the path that narrows at the bend, where shadows stretch to catch the weary heel. There is no broken branch I cannot mend, no iron cage that I refuse to feel. The clock upon the mantle counts the cost of every door I lock from the inside. A kingdom won is just a kingdom lost, if there is nowhere left for truth to hide. This weight is not a gift but a decree, the anchor that I forged to keep me still. I am a prisoner and I am free, within the borders of a lonely will. It is the price of keeping every vow, the silent storm beneath the steady hand. The crown is pressing hard against the brow of one who dared to take a final stand. They see the velvet, but they miss the form. They hear the music, but they miss the crack. 1,000 promises were sworn, and not a single one is coming back. The mirror knows barber's ghost is walking in my shoes. He whispers that the burden is the man. There is a certain dignity to lose when following a goal, an ancient plan. I do not ask for mercy or for life. The candle flickers in a hollow room. I own the ending of this velvet night, and weave my own decision on the loom. The morning finds me where I stood before, with polished stones and secrets in a tray. I do not need to look beyond the door to know the color of the coming day. The gravel crunches underneath the weight of choices that I carry like a shield. It is too early, or perhaps too late, to seek a harvest from a frozen field. The stairs are steep and narrow at the top. The air is thin and biting at the throat. The decaying pulse will never let me stop until I shed this heavy winter coat. This weight is not a gift, but a decree. The anchor that I forged to keep me still. I am a prisoner and I am free within the borders of a lonely will. It is
The silver spoon is tarnished by the grip, a heavy coat tailored for the fall. I measure every word before the slip and stand upright against the rising wall. The ledger shows the debts I never sought, but signed in ink as dark as winter rain. A quiet battlefield where pride is fought, victory is just a subtle stain. I chose the path that narrows at the bend, where shadows stretch to catch the weary heel. There is no broken branch I cannot mend, no iron cage that I refuse to feel. The clock upon the mantle counts the cost of every door I locked from the inside. A kingdom won is just a kingdom lost if there is nowhere left for truth to hide. This weight is not a gift but a decree, the anchor that I forged to keep me still. I am the prisoner and I am free within the borders of a lonely will. It is the price of keeping every vow, the silent storm beneath a steady hand. The crown is pressing hard against the brow of one who dared to take a final stand. They see the velvet but they miss the thorn. They hear the music but they miss the crack. 1,000 promises were slowly sworn, and not a single one is coming back. The mirror knows the man behind the gaze, the one who carries what he cannot drop. Moving through the labyrinthine maze until the spinning gears begin to stop. My father's ghost is walking in my shoes. He whispers that the burden is the man. There is a certain dignity to lose when following a cold and ancient plan.
I do not ask for mercy or for light. The candle flickers in a hollow room. I own the ending of this velvet night and weave my own decision on the loom. The morning finds me where I stood before, with polished stones and secrets in the trade. I do not need to look beyond the door to know the color of the coming day. The gravel crunches underneath the weight of choices that I carry like a shield. It is too early or perhaps too late to seek a harvest from a frozen field. Stairs are steep and narrow at the top. The air is dim and biting at the throat. The ticking pulse will never let me stop until I shed the heavy winter coat. This weight is not a gift but a decree, the anchor that I forged to keep me still. I am the prisoner and I am free within the borders of a lonely will. It is the price of keeping every bow, the silent storm beneath a steady hand. The crown is pressing hard against the brow of one who dared to take a final stand. The gravel crunches under boots that carry more than skin and bone. I am standing in the courtyard where the seeds of grief were sown. This hollow body Gibson howls against the coming night. A jagged, jagged prayer for those who lost the will to fight. The ink is thick and bitter on the papers I must sign, drawing borders through the lives of men along a jagged line. There is a coldness in the iron that the furnace cannot burn, a lesson in the silence that the lucky never learn. I trade my soul in fragments just to keep the engine whole, while the shadows of the fallen take a heavy, heavy toll. My hands are stained with ink and oil and the dust of weary roads, bending like a willow tree beneath these mortal loads. The storm is moving closer and the sky is turning black. There is no road behind me that can ever lead me back. The crown is made of rusted wire and the throne is made of pine. I drink the bitter water and I call the vintage mine. For every heart that beats in time, I give a piece of mine away to buy another hour for the breaking of the day. The cost of standing tall is knowing when to bow your head and counting all the living while you honor all the dead. The kerosene is burning low inside the lantern glass. I watch the phantoms of my choices through the window pass.
not speak of mercy, yet they do not speak of prayer. They only ask for shelter from the rising of the tide. The burden is a jacket made of lead and jagged wool, a constant steady pressure and unrelenting pull. The storm is moving closer and the sky is turning black. There is no road behind me that can ever lead me back. The throne is made of rusted wire, and the throne is made of time. I drink the bitter water and I call the vintage night. For every heart that beats in time, I give a piece of mine away to buy another hour for the breaking of the day. The cost of standing tall is knowing when to bow your head and counting on everyone you honor all the day. The gravel crunches under boots that carry more than skin and bone. I'm standing in the courtyard where the seeds of grief were sown. This hollow-bodied Gibson howls against the coming night. A jagged, jagged prayer for those who lost the will to fight. The ink is thick and bitter on the papers I must sign. Drawing borders through the lives of men along a jagged line. There is a coldness in the iron that the furnace cannot burn. A lesson in the silence that the rookie never learned. Trade my soul in fragments just to keep the engine whole, while the shadows of the fallen take a heavy, heavy toll. My hands are stained with ink and oil and the dust of weary roads. Bending like a willow tree beneath these mortal loads. The storm is moving closer and the sky is turning black. There is no road behind me that can ever lead me back. The crown is made of rusted wire and the throne is made of pine. I drink the bitter water and I call the vintage mine. For every heart that beats in time, I give a piece of mine away to buy another hour for the breaking of the day. The cost of standing tall is nowhere to bow your head and counting all the living while you honored all the dead. The kerosene is burning low inside the lantern. one glance. I watch the phantoms of my choices through the window pass. They do not speak of mercy, yeah. They do not speak of pride. They only ask for shelter from the rising of the tide. The burden is a jacket made of lead and jacket wool, a constant steady pressure and unrelenting pull. The storm is moving closer and the sky is turning black. There is no road behind me that can ever lead me back. The crown is made of rust and wine, the throne is made of pine. I drink the bitter water and I call the vintage mine. For every heart that beats in time, I give a piece of mine away to buy another hour for the breaking of the day. The cost of standing tall is knowing when to bow your head and counting all the living while you honor all the dead. Heavy woe rests upon these shoulders, a blueprint drawn in iron and tempered bone. I do not ask for path or seek permission. The silence deepens where the seed is sown. Maggie settles like a stone in shallow water. Steady hands that never learn to shake, standing tall against the shifting of the tide, watching every brittle promise break. This is the gravity of a sailed soul, a compass needle frozen in the north. No shouting needed when the truth is told, sending every quiet legion forth. I am the mountain that the wind respects, the final word that echoes in the hall, a solid light that never once deflects, standing while the lesser shadows fall. This is the gravity of a settled soul, the compass needle frozen in the north. No shouting needed while the truth is told, sending every quiet legion forth. I am the mountain that the wind respects, the final word that echoes in the hall, a sovereign light that never once deflects, standing while the lesser shadows fall. Men look for signs in the drifting of the clouds, but I find certainty within the marrow. The widest river yields to single banks. The target waits for one decisive arrow. There is a dignity in knowing where to stand, a calm that settles over frantic faces, building empires on the bedrock of the will, leaving marks in all the empty spaces. The air grows thin where the summit meets the sky. The liars wait for a master to appear. Strength is a debt that the spirit must repay, killing every remnant of a fear. This is the gravity of a settled soul. The compass needle shows her in the north. No shouting needed when the truth is tall, standing every quiet legion forth. I am the mountain that the wind respects, the final word that echoes in the hall. A sovereign light that never once deflects, standing while the lesser shadows fall. I see the gravity of a settled soul, the compass needle frozen in the north. No shouting needed when the truth is told, sending every quiet legion forth. I am the mountain that the wind respects, standing while the lesser shadows fall. Weight of heavy wool rests upon these shoulders, a blueprint drawn in iron and tempered bone. I do not ask for path or seek permission. The silence deepens where the seed is sown. My gaze settles like a stone in shallow water, steady hands that never learn to shake, standing tall against the shifting of the tide, watching every brittle promise break. This is the quality of a settled soul, the compass needle frozen in the north. No shouting needed when the truth is told, sending angry quiet legion forth. I am the mountain that the wind respects, the final word that echoes in the hall, a sovereign light that never once deflects, standing while the lesser shadows fall. This is the gravity of a settled soul, the compass needle frozen in the north. No shouting needed when the truth is told, sending every quiet legion forth. I am the mountain that the wind respects, the final word that echoes in the hall, of sovereign light that never once deflects, standing while the lesser shadows fall. Men look for signs in the drifting of the clouds, but I find certainty within the marrow. The widest river, it's a single bay, Take your hands off the velvet rope. I am not here to trade in hope. The rain is cold and the street is hard. I'm playing every single card. Don't look for sugar in my coffee cup. I'm just waiting for the sun to shut up. The engine's humming a heavy sound, dragging my shadow across this ground. I don't owe you a single word, not a reason for the things you heard. The sky is black and the truth is plain. I'm walking dry through the pouring rain. No back step and no turning round, just steel boots on the frozen ground. Take it as it stands today. I've got nothing left to say. I don't owe you a single word, not a reason for the things you heard. The sky is black and the truth is plain. I'm walking dry through the pouring rain. No back step and no turning round, just steel boots on the frozen ground. Take it as it stands today. I've got nothing left to say. Stop your shaking and clear the path. I'm done finishing the aftermath. No dent to settle, no ghost to feed. I've got exactly what I need. The clock is ticking on the wall. I'm standing tall, I'm standing The lock is broken, the door is wide. There ain't no place for you to hide. I'm moving steady like a midnight train, with iron blood and a steady brain. Keep your mercy and your hollow grace. I'm the only power in this place. The dust is settled, the air is clear. There is no room for doubt or fear. I don't owe you a single word, not a reason for the things you heard. The sky is black and the truth is plain. I'm walking dry through the pouring rain. No back step and no turning around, just steel boots on the frozen ground. Take it as it stands today. I've got nothing left to say. play in every single car. Don't look for sugar in my coffee cup. I'm just waiting for the sun to shut up. The engine's humming a heavy sound, dragging my shadow across this ground. I don't owe you a single word, not a reason for the things you heard. The sky is black and the truth is plain. I'm walking dry through the pouring rain. No backstepping, no turning around. Just steel boots on the frozen ground. Take it as it stands today. I've got nothing left to say. I don't owe you a single word, not a reason for the things you heard. The sky is black and the truth is plain. I'm walking dry through the pouring rain. No backstepping, no turning around. Just steel boots on the frozen ground. Take it as it stands today. I've got nothing left to say. Stop your shaking and clear the path. I'm the finish and the aftermath. No debt to settle, no ghost to feed. I've got exactly what I need. The clock is ticking on the wall. I'm standing tall, I'm standing tall. The lock is broken, the door is wide. There ain't no place for you to hide. I'm moving steady like a midnight train. Where's the iron blood and a steady breeze? Keep your mercy and your hollow grace. I'm the only power in this place. The dust is settled, the air is clear. There is no room for doubt or fear. I don't owe you a single word, not a reason for the things you heard. The sky is black and the truth is plain. I'm walking dry through the pouring rain. No backstepping, no turning around. Just steel boots on the frozen ground. Take it as it stands today. I've got nothing left to say. I don't owe you a single word, not a reason for the things you heard. The sky is black and the truth is plain. I'm walking dry through the pouring. No backstepping, no turning round. Just steel boots on frozen ground. Take it as it stands today. I've got nothing left to say. The cufflink snaps with a precise click. The silk tie tightens like a vow. You feel the weight before the clock strikes. The room surrenders to the silence now. shadow stretches long across the oak. A heavy stillness settles in the air. No need for thunder or a jagged stroke to make the pulsing heart become aware. I lean against the mantle of the hearth. The velvet of my jacket hides the steel. Your eyes are searching for a middle path, where gravity is all that you can feel. A single nod defines the ancient law. The mercury is rising in the glass. I see the hairline fracture and the fall in every fleeting moment as they pass. This is the sovereign grip of quietude, the iron hand inside the woven glove, a phantom pull that cannot be eluded, rising far beyond the reach of love. The unsaid word becomes a guiding torch, an empire built on nothing but a gaze, standing on the marble of the porch, while the world dissolves into a haze. I pour the amber liquid to the brim. The ice cubes crackle like a winter bone. The candle flames are burning pale and dim, leaving us entirely alone. There is a magnetism in the poise, a balanced scale of absolute intent, distilled from all the clutter and the noise, into a life that's elegantly spent. The carriageways beneath the swaying trees, the leather scent is pungent and refined. I bring the hardy cities to their knees, the blueprints drawn inside a sharp-edged mind. No shouting breaks the surface of the lake. The depth is where the crushing power lies. I claim the forfeit that you'd have to make, without a flicker in my steady eyes. The pendulum is swinging through the dark, measuring the distance of your breath. The flame is waiting for the hurting spark to bridge the gap between the life and death. This is a sovereign grip of quietude, the iron hand inside the woven glove, a phantom pull that cannot be eluded, rising far beyond the reach of rush. The unsaid word becomes a guiding torch, an empire built on nothing but a gaze, standing on the marble of the porch, while the world dissolves into a haze. Cufflink snaps with a precise click. The silk tag tightens like a vow. You feel the weight before the clock strikes. The room surrenders to the silence now. My shadow stretches long across the oak. A heavy stillness settles in the air. No need for thunder or a jagged stroke to make the pulsing heart become aware. I I lean against the mantle of the heart. The velvet of my jacket hides the steel. Your eyes are searching for a middle path, but gravity is all that you can feel. A single nod defines the ancient law. The mercury is rising in the glass. I see the hairline fracture and a flaw in every fleeting moment as they pass. This is the sovereign grip of quietude, the iron hand inside the woven glove, a phantom pull that cannot be eluded, rising far beyond the reach of love. The unsaid word becomes a guiding torch, an empire built on nothing but a gaze, standing on the marble of the porch, while the world dissolves into a haze. Pour the amber liquid to the brim. The ice cubes crackle like a winning bone. The candle flames are burning pale and dim, leaving us entirely alone. There is a magnetism in the poise, a balanced scale of absolute intent, distilled from all the clutter and the noise, to a life that's elegantly spent. The carriageways beneath the swaying trees, the little scent is pungent and refined. I bring the hardy cities to their knees, with blueprints drawn inside a sharp-edged mind. No shouting breaks the surface of the lake. The depth is where the crushing power lies. I claim the forfeit that you have to make, without a flicker in my steady eyes. The pendulum is swinging through the dark, measuring the distance of your breath. The flint is waiting for the hidden spark to bridge the gap between the life and death. This is the sovereign grip of quietude, the iron hand inside a woven glove, a phantom pull that cannot be eluded, rising far beyond the reach of love. The unseen word becomes a guiding torch, an empire built on nothing but a gaze, standing on the marble of the porch, while the world dissolves into a haze. No more waiting by the rusted door. The engine screams in a low frequency roar. I am the hammer and I am the war, counting the seconds as they bleed away. No room for mercy or a long delay, lacking stain in the map of today. The hunt begins in a cold shade of gray. Steel cables tightening across my chest. I threw the compass and I burned the rest. The thunder pulses a heavy-duty test. I am the shadow moving through a blade in the dead of the night, crushing it down with a brutal might. The target is locked in the center of sight. Burn all the bridges and kill the light. Maximum force in a singular strike. Do what you want or do what you like, but once the trigger begins to spike, the end is coming down the iron pike. Swift as a blade in the dead of the night, crushing her down with a brutal might. The target is locked in a center of sight. Burn all the bridges and kill the light. Maximum force in a singular strike. Do what you want or do what you like, but once the trigger begins to spike, the end is coming down the iron pike. Calculated movements in the frozen air. I stripped her conscience and I left it bare. The jagged edge of a desperate flare. I am the answer to a final prayer. The pavement cracks under heavy boots, ripe in the forest out by the roots. Blood on the harvest and rot on the fruits. I am the law in these gray flannel suits. Swift as a blade in the dead of the night, crushing me down with a brutal mind. The target is locked in the center of sight. Burn all the bridges and kill the light. Maximum force in a singular strike. Do what you want or do what you like, but once the trigger begins to spike, the end is coming down the iron pike. I can't force in a singular strike. Do what you want or do what you like, but once the trigger begins to spike, the end canvas and I left it bare. The jagged edge of a desperate flare. I am the answer to my final prayer. The pavement cracks on the heavy boots, ripping the forest out by the roots. Blood on the harvest and rot of fruits. I am the law in these gray flannel suits. Swift as a blade in the dead of the night, crushing the doubt with the brutal might. The target is locked in the center of sight. Burn all the bridges and kill the light. Maximum force in a singular strike. Do what you want or do what you like. But once the trigger begins to strike, the end is coming down the aisle. Tossed as a blade in the dead of the night. Crushed the tempest to brutal light. The target is locked in the center of sight. Burn all the bridges and kill the light. Maximum force in a singular strike. Do what you want, do what you like. But once the trigger begins to strike, the end is coming down the iron pike.
The midnight, my heart and it reflects a vintage flame. I do not need to speak for you to know the name. Hand-tailored armor cut from bolts of charcoal silk. The lions move in silence while the kittens crave the milk. A single nod settles every debt within the room. My shadow casts a heavy weight of expensive perfume. Gold links fastened tight around a steady pulse. I dictate the terms while the rest of them convulse. The pinnacle is lonely, but the view is crystal clear. I am the only storm that the weather system spares. This is the gentleman blues, a velvet sort of pain. Walking through the fire without a single charcoal stain. I hold the lightning captive in a silver-headed king, the king of every loss and the god of every gain. It is a heavy crown, but I wear it like a glove, looking down on everything and praying from above. Ice cubes clinking like a tribute in the glass. I watch the frantic seasons and the desperate people pass. A quiet revolution in the way I take my seat. The world is just a pavement laid beneath my leather feet. No need for raised voices when the silence is ablaze. I own the very sunlight and I trade it for the shade. Every calculated breath is a debt you owe to me. I am the anchor dragging through the bottom of the sea. The pinnacle is lonely, but the view is crystal clear. I am the only storm that the weather systems fear. This is the gentleman blues, a velvet sort of pain. Walking through the fire without a single charcoal stone. I hold the lighting kept me in a silver-headed cane. The king of every law, shine a god of every game. It is a heavy crown, but I wear it like a glove, looking down on everything and praying from above. The ink is never drowned, the contracts of the soul. I traded in my mercy for a total of control. Polished to a mirror till the heart begins to hide. There is a hungry desert burning deep inside.
the gentleman blues, a velvet sort of pain. Walking through the fire without a single charcoal stain. I hold the lightning captive in a silver-headed cane. The king of every loss and the god of every gain. It is a heavy crown, bowing in like a glove, looking down on everything, praying from above. This is the gentleman blues, a velvet sort of thing. Walking through the sun without a single charcoal stain. I hold the lightning captive in a silver-headed king. The king of every loss and the god of every gain. It is a heavy crown, I wear it like a glove, looking down on everything, praying from above.
The midnight mahogany reflects a vintage flame. I do not need to speak for you to know the name. Hand-tailored armor cut from bolts of charcoal silk. The lions move in silence while the kittens crave the milk. A single knot settles every debt within the room. My shadow casts a heavy weight of expensive perfume. Gold links fast and tight around a steady pulse. I dictate the terms while the rest of them convulse. The pinnacle is lonely, but the view is crystal clear. I am the only storm that the weather systems fear. This is the gentleman blue, the velvet sort of pain. Walking through the fire without a single charcoal stain. I hold the lightning captive in a silver-headed cane. The king of every loss and the god of every gain. It is a heavy crown, but I wear it like a glove, looking down on everything and praying from above. Ice cubes clinking like a tribute in the glass. I watch the frantic seasons and the desperate people pass. A quiet revolution in the way I take my seat. The world is just a pavement laid beneath my leather feet. No need for raised voices when the silence is ablaze. I own the very sunlight and I trade it for the shade. Every calculated breath is a debt you owe to me. I am the anchor dragging through the bottom of the sea. The pinnacle is lonely, but the view is crystal clear. I am the only storm that the weather systems fear. This is the gentleman blues, a velvet sort of thing. Walking through the fire without a single charcoal stain. I hold the lightning captive in a silver-headed king. The king of every loss and the god of every gain. It is a heavy crown, but I wear it like a glove, looking down on everything and praying from above. Dry on the contracts of the soul. I traded in my mercy for a total of control. Polished to a mirror till the heart begins to hide. There is a hungry desert burning deep inside. This is the gentleman blues, a velvet sort of pain. Walking through the fire without a single charcoal stain. I hold the lightning captive in a silver-headed king. The king of every loss and the god of every gain.
It is a heavy crown, but I wear it like a glove. Looking down on everything and praying from above. This is the gentleman blues, a velvet sort of pain. Walking through the fire without a single charcoal stain. I hold the lightning captive in a silver-headed king. The king of every loss and the god of every thing. It is a heavy crown, but I wear it like a glove. Looking down on everything and praying from above. The midnight order thickens, tar on my shoes. I traded my shadow for a pack of heavy truths. Down where the pavement cracks under the weight of every crooked line and every twist of fate. I ain't looking for a hand to hold me steady. The storm is coming and I'm more than ready. I saw the bridge burning in the rearview glass, watching all the ghosts of the hollow people pass. They talk about the cost of living hard and fast, but I'm the only one built with bones that last. Don't bring your mercy to this concrete floor. I kicked the lock and I tore down the door. I'm walking through the fire with a grin on my face. There ain't a single footprint I would ever erase. The bitter tastes like honey when you own the sting. I'm the master of the wreckage and the songs I sing. No apologies offered and no debts to pay. I'm the king of the dirt at the end of the day. The vultures circle, but they find no easy meal. They can't digest the jagged edge of the steel. I took the gamble when the cards were stacked high. Let the dealer in the black of his eye. If the world is a fever, then I am a chill. Standing on the summit of a jagged hill. I'm walking through the fire with a grin on my face. apologies offered and no debts to pay. I'm the king of the dirt at the end of the day.
The midnight oil is thick as tar on my shoes. I traded my shadow for a pack of heavy truths. Down where the pavement cracks under the weight of every crooked line and every twist of fate. I ain't looking for a hand to hold me steady. The storm is coming and I'm more than ready. I saw the bridge burning in the rear view glass, watching all the ghosts of the hollow people pass. They talk about the cost of living hard and fast, but I'm the only one built with bones that last. Don't bring your mercy to this concrete floor. I kicked the lock and I tore down the door. I'm walking through the fire with a grin on my face. There ain't a single footprint I would ever erase. The bitter tastes like honey when you wanna stay. I'm the master of the wreckage and the songs I sing. No apologies offered and no debts to pay. I'm the king of the dirt at the end of the day. The vultures circle but they find no easy meal. They can't digest the jagged edge of the steel. I took the gamble when the cards were stacked high. Looked the dealer in the black of his eye. If the world is a fever, then I am the chill, standing on the summit of a jagged hill. I'm walking through a fire with a grin on my face. There ain't a single footprint I would ever erase. The bitter taste like honey when you own the sting. I'm the master of the wreckage and the songs I sing. No apologies offered and no debts to pay. I'm king of the dirt at the end of the day. I'm walking through
engine screams beneath the steady hand. I claim the throne across the shifting sand. Boot heels striking like a hammer on a nail. I leave the wreckage and the holy grail. Concrete bowing to the heavy tread, ignoring every word the shadows shed. The horizon bends before my iron gaze. I set the frozen wilderness ablaze. No second guessing in the marrow of my bones. I build a kingdom out of jagged stones. The choice is made before the coin can spin. I know the ending, yeah, the games begin. Dominion held within a single breath. I outpace silence and I outrun death. A static force that never needs to pause. I am motion and I am the lost. Cut the wires and burn the maps away. The darkest night becomes the sharpest day. The blade is hungry for the finish line. The clock is broken but the pulse is mine. No mercy for the ghost of what was planned. I hold the lightning in a calloused hand. A sudden strike across the velvet black. There is no looking down and no turning back. A mountain shadows just to clear the path. I am the temper and the sudden blast. Steel is singing through the heavy air. I find the answer in the tiger's stare. A dragon lightning through a leaden sky. I never bother with the reason why. No second guessing in the marrow of my bones. I build a kingdom out of jagged stones. The choice is made before the coin can swim. I don't the ending where the games begin. Dominion held within a single breath. I outpace silence and I outrun death. A steady throne that never needs to pause. I am the motion and I am the loss. No second guessing in the marrow of my bones. I'll build a kingdom out of jagged stones. The choice you made before the coin can spin. I know the ending, the games begin. Dominion held within a single breath. My outpace and I outrun death. A static emotion that needs to pause. I am the motion and I am the loss. The engine screams beneath the steady hand. I claim the throne across the shifting sand. Boot heels striking like a hammer on the nail. I leave the wreckage and the holy grail. Concrete bowing to the heavy tread, ignoring every word the shadow said. The horizon bends before my iron gaze. I set the frozen wilderness ablaze. No second guessing in the marrow of my bones. I build a kingdom out of jagged stones. The choice is made before the coin can spin. I know the ending where the game and burn the maps away. The darkest night becomes the sharpest day. The blade is hungry for the finish line. The clock is broken, but the pulse is mine. No mercy for the ghost of what was planned. I hold the lightning in a calloused hand. Across a velvet black, there is no looking down and no turning back. The mountain shatters just to clear the path. I am the temper and the sun and steel is singing through the heavy air. I find the answer in the tiger stare. A jagged lightning through a leaden sky. I never bother with the reason why. No second guessing in the marrow of my bones. I built a kingdom out of jagged stones. The choice it made, bend though the coin can bend. I know the ending where the glaze may go. Dominion held within a single breath. I outplay silence and I outrun death. A static force that never needs to part. I am the motion and I am the loss. No second guessing in the marrow of my bones. I built a kingdom out of jagged stones. The choice is made if the coin can spin. I'm not the end and where the games begin. Dominion held within a single breath. I play silence and I outrun death. A static force that never needs to talk. I am the motion and I am the loss.